Here's 5 quick steps to failure. Yes, you heard correctly. 5 quick steps to failure. And the first one is negotiate with yourself for a way out. And this is the gold. I'm giving you the gold nugget straight up as point number 1. And if this is the only thing that you take from this, then you've done exceptionally well. With this particular gold nugget, you can change your life. The first thing that people do towards failure is to negotiate with themselves for a way out. If you like, it's for a back door, an excuse or a justification, in which they might say to themselves, I'll do it if I can. I'll do it if I have enough time. I'll do it if I'm not tied up with X, Y, and Z. I'll do it when I've got the financial capabilities to do it. I'll do it. And then there's a condition upon it. And so watch this and take this as the gold nugget. Here it is, and I'm telling you what it is. The conditions you put on your actions are your limitations. I'll say that again, it's that powerful. The conditions you put on your actions are your limitations. And if you want to see what your limitations are in your own life, look at the conditions that you put on your actions. I'll exercise when I'm not feeling so old, so stiff, when it's not cold, whatever it may be. It was in fact a statement made by Tony Robbins, and he said, I don't negotiate with myself. And that statement that he made hit me square between the eyeballs, because in that instant, I had somewhat of a vision, if you will, of a hostage situation where a terrorist has taken a citizen hostage, and there's a negotiation that's occurring. And in a way, we do that with ourselves. We are both the hostage and we are the terrorists. We terrorize ourselves, holding ourselves hostage and negotiating some sort of outcome for ourselves. And Tony Robbins said, I don't negotiate with myself. I make a decision and that's it. Full stop. No negotiation. And so from that particular image, the statement came to me that the conditions that you set upon your actions are the limitations on your life. And the second step towards failure is have an ad hoc routine. Do something when it feels good, when it suits you. Do it some days, don't do it other days, do it sometimes, and don't do it at other times. When you have an ad hoc routine, you're setting yourself up for failure. The third thing people do to create failure in their lives, I'll refer to my notes, is expose your mind to whatever they feed you. Very much like going to a buffet where there's a smorgasbord on offer of all the things in life, and you simply eat what is dished up for you. And no matter what that is, no matter how nutritious or how tasty it is, you simply swallow what was dished up for you. Whoever the they may be, perhaps the they is the media, the machine of media, whatever they dish up is what I eat, what I swallow, what I feed myself, what I think about, what I implement in my life, because that's what they dished up. And maybe the they is some type of an authority figure, some type of a parent figure or a religious figure, and whatever they dish up, I simply eat it without consideration for, is this good for me? Is this creating a result that will keep me trapped or set me free? Next thing that people do in a step to failure is to complain. That is a step towards sure and certain failure. It's a mindset where nothing's ever good enough, where conditions are always bad, where conditions are always tough. Yes, in some ways, conditions will always be tough. And so what is complaining going to achieve, other than creating a sense of depression, debilitation, a sense of this is too much, there's no way that I can overcome this or circumvent it. Life is just difficult and tough. And the final thing is doing the same thing the same way and expecting a different result. Yes, that's a quote that's been attributed to Einstein. And yet with all the tools at our disposal, we stick with this idea that this is what I was taught. And so it worked at one point in my life, and I'm going to stick with it, because to learn something new, to adjust, to be flexible, to take on board a new challenge is difficult. And it requires an immense amount from me. It requires that sensation of once again being incompetent, once again being the fearful child in the classroom. And I don't enjoy that experience, so I'm just going to stick with what I know. And I'm going to stick with that for the next 20 years. So if that's how you're going to set up your life, then I'll give you a guarantee. You're setting your life up for failure. Have a good look and reflect back on what it is that we do that sets our lives up for failure or sets it up for success. Go ahead right now and subscribe and share this video so that we can bring more people together to a space of personal competency, personal joy, and a sense of fulfillment and happiness. Go ahead, subscribe, and share.